Conversations. I am Queen Miss Ebony J. You're listening and watching 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz, and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. Happy Juneteenth. So glad to be here with you another week. You know, Sundays is my favorite day of the week because we get to come and talk about the community and how nonprofits are truly, truly making a difference. And I'm excited because today I get to talk to Miss Kathy Wade, who is the CEO and founder of Learning Through Art. How you doing, beautiful?
Doing just fine. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's always a pleasure when I get to link up with another queen that gets to just ignite her amazing look. I love the fact that you are living your life through art, okay, and having a ball doing it.
I am. I'm living my life, and luckily for 31 years, Learning Through Art has been able to build resilient communities through art.
Talk to us about Learning Through Art. You know, we may have never heard about what you all do. What is the mission and vision behind it?
I am so happy to talk about this. As I said, Learning Through Art Incorporated is a nonprofit performing arts educational organization where we have had the pleasure, the opportunity, and the wonderful building of relationships and collaborations to do one thing: build resilient communities through art. And we do that through arts integrated education in schools. We have a 3-time regional Emmy award-winning performing arts educational literacy program performing arts literacy program called Books Alive for Kids, which we just presented at the world stage at the World Literacy Summit in Oxford, at Oxford University in Oxford, England.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. Books Alive for Kids is literally a lot of folks know us for that program. We bring books to life through sight, sound, and touch. So you read the book, you make a craft, and then there's a performance. COVID came along, we couldn't go into the school, so we had to pivot back to making sure that the integrity of the program stayed in place. And the way we did that is that we had to make sure that we had a performance to go with each book that we produced.
Yes.
And so we went back to creating episodes. We'd already done 2 specials on Local 12 about 15 years ago, got 4 regional Emmy nominations, didn't win anything, wasn't really looking for that, but really made an impact on getting kids to read, which is what the program is all about. But when we pivoted and had to go back to creating streaming episodes, we literally ended up winning 3 regional Emmys for best long form children's programming. And then my brother actually won one for best actor, narrator, and moderator for a show. So it's been a heck of a ride. And then this year, tying back to our mission and being very happy that, you know, it's been recognized. I was actually selected for the Ohio Governor's Arts Award as the Arts Administrator for the year 2023 for the state of Ohio. So we're rocking and rolling.
I mean, Jesus, you just went all the way in. You all are truly making a difference. You didn't let COVID stop anything.
We did not. And it's so cool that when you reached out and asked, could we do this? And we realized the name of your podcast was Community Conversations. Literally, 2021, we produced Story Quilts, which was about looking at truth and reconciliation around the issues of social justice, racism, systemic racism. And we used the platform. We opened with a beautiful quilt exhibition called We Are the Story, a visual response to racism in America. And we used that as the pivoting point because we created what we call Story Quilt Community Conversations. We invited people in, we wanted them to unload and talk about what their truth was, how they were going to reconcile it around those issues. And then we had to make a quilt square to depict that messaging, that thing that they said and spoke about themselves. And we created 10 quilts for 10 different organizations. So the serendipitousness of this conversation with you today and knowing what we're doing around community conversations is also very invigorating for us. So thank you for that.
No problem. I mean, this is one of the things that's so prevalent right now in our community is that kids don't want to read. right?
Right,
Like, why would we read and social media is here?
right.
And we have Alexa that does everything. We can speak. Why would
Yes,
we read? But
yes,
you all are making it fun. And and
exactly.
and when we can learn that reading is important, there's so much knowledge that they have out
Yes,
here they don't want to share, right? So we gotta read. And then you're
yes,
letting them perform the stories that they're reading. That's
absolutely.
giving them a chance to heal through art in a
You
whole
know,
nother way.
that is exactly. It's interesting. You should even say that because when people ask me what was the impetus for creating Books Alive for Kids, I tell them that very thing. I always read. I couldn't wait to read. And my first job in seventh grade at Sawyer Junior High was as the librarian assistant. I knew the Dewey Decimal System better than I knew my math. So I say that because the creation of Books Alive for Kids really happened around that question, why don't you want to read? So I said to my late husband's niece, who was teaching special ed at the time in CPS, if I did this program around books and we make them come alive and walk across water and talk and dance and da da da, what would that fall under the curriculum in a classroom? And she said language arts. And I thought, well, we're in, because at that time, integrated arts education became a big thing. And that simply means that they pulled the art out of the schools. You'll remember when they pulled gym out of the schools.
Mm-hmm.
You do that, you pull people out of schools. You pull
Correct.
the common thread between all of us, which is what art is for people. It makes us human. So it's a natural connector. So we decided that, hey, we can't let that happen. What is the number one thing that I think we think here at Learning Through Art? What's the number one skill that if you had it, you would have a future no matter what? And that is reading. If you can
Gotta say.
read, you can succeed at anything if you can
Mm-hmm.
read. So the key to your earlier point, it's such a valuable asset. That's where your wealth lies. If you are reading, you can make decisions, you can make a life, you can succeed in life.
Come on now, girl. Don't get me shouting on this Sunday morning. Okay. But for real, I
Saying,
mean, I always struggle with reading because I'm dyslexic. So
right.
I would act out in class every time it was time to read. But my mom
Mhm.
made us read all the time. Like you said, we took those trips to the library. Like
Right.
every night we were reading a book. And I
Mhm.
knew I better come up with some kind of story from these pictures because she said I gotta read. So I
Right.
understand the importance of it. And you all have been around for 31 years. A lot has
Mhm.
changed, a lot has happened,
It has.
especially since COVID. Talk about
Mhm.
how your organization has grown and changed in this time
You
because
know,
you've had to stay current.
yeah, you do. You have to stay current, and being in business for 31 years and watching the changes happen. I think the biggest point of validation, first of all, we felt very validated having been invited to present at Oxford. But I will tell you, being there gave us a world view as to where we sit in this whole landscape. And I can assure you that Books Alive for Kids is not only there where we need to be, we are on the cutting edge. And we've been able to develop a reading tool that we just added. We're adding a component to the tool. There are four parts to it now. There'll be one more part that will have a reading tool to literally help you learn how to read if you don't. We do a lot around engaging you to want to read, and now we've
Yes.
added the tool, and that tool in 11 sessions will have you up and reading a book.
Come
So
on. We
we're
got to
working,
make it fun
yeah,
again.
we are. We're working with Renee Seward. She has a wonderful program called C Words, which is learning to read through sight and sound phonetically. It is very vital. It's on point, and that's the thing that we learned being in Oxford is that the relevancy of what we're doing is one thing, but how we're getting it done so that it is easily accessible to everyone, not only here, but around the globe.
This is Community Conversations on 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. I am Queen Miss Ebony J, here talking with Kathy Wade, who is a co-founder of Learning Through Art. And if you just tuned in, okay, let me tell you, you've missed it, okay? Because since COVID, over 31 years, this organization has been making it better for kids to be able to read, and in this process have won many awards. They did not let COVID stop anything. I had to bring them on the show because next week is the return of kids culture, crafters. They're having a whole festival, and it's been 15 years for the first time since COVID. It's going down, and I had to bring her on to talk about this. So please, Queen, tell us, what can we expect? It's been 3 years now.
I know. You know, first and foremost, we're thrilled to be back. When we went to visit with the zoo this is at the Cincinnati Zoo Botanical Garden. A lot of your listeners will remember it. They'll fondly remember it as Dollar Day. We started out as free. By the third year, we had maxed the capacity crowd at the zoo. We ended up charging $1. We let it stayed at that rate for a very long time. COVID came, we're back online, things have gone up. So this year, it is the lowest price of the season, $10 for adults, $5 for children. And if you have an EBT or SNAP card, $6 for adults, $3 for children. And if you have children, 3 and under are free. I'm going to say that one more time because I want people to fully take advantage of this. $10 for adults, $5 for children. If you have a SNAP or EBT card, $6 for adults, $3 for children. And then children ages 3 and under are free. So there's and then we have been a partner and a collaborator with Metro for all 31 years we've been in business, because my first concern with you're going to connect people through art is getting you there. So we have always been a very big proponent of public transportation, and because of that, Metro's always been a partner. So once again, Metro is offering the Route 46 bus, 50 cents each way, 50 cents coming, 50 cents going. Park someplace on the route and hop that bus and save all the headaches about parking. I'm telling you, when I say it's going to be crowded, it's going to be crowded. We don't want you to be stuck in the traffic.
Hold on, you just said a lot. I want you to back up though. Hold on.
Okay.
This isn't because I want to make sure my listeners are understanding what's going to happen at the zoo. You know, the zoo's always doing different stuff. So
Absolutely.
This is a kids' day. Okay, the Culture Craft Festival. What's going on when we enter the zoo? What's going to take place?
So once you get there, now that I've got you in the gate, this is what you're going to find. The Kids, Cultures, Critters, and Crafts Festival has always, as every summer that we do this event and any event during the summer, we are always dedicated to building bridges, breaking down barriers, to bring neighbors and neighborhoods together to celebrate our mosaic beauty. That means the beauty of the cultures that live in this community and beyond. And the way we do that is that we make sure that we put together a very engaging, immersive, and entertaining package, family entertainment package. So we have dance troupes representing cultures from around the world, the Akota, the Cultural Center of India, Balaya. We have Lanyap, which is a Cajun band, which will be roaming through the zoo during the day. We have the River Rats, who's another march band that will be roaming through the park during the day. We have belly dancers. We have 8 countries in our world of possibilities, which we will take that opportunity to show you the culture, the craft, the culture, the food, the fashion, and most importantly, a craft will be made with each one of those cultures. So that means that a child, and when we say kids, we mean kids from birth to 120, right? And
yes.
Everybody to us is a kid. So it doesn't matter what your age is. We want you to come out, put your hands on the crafts, get to meet your neighbor. I always say during this time that it is our job at Learning Through Art to make sure that if there are pink people in our community and purple people in our community, we got to have them at the zoo. Why? Because that's your neighbor and we want you to meet them. How do we do that? We bring that entertainment in that we think would bring the pink people and the purple people. When we get you there, we simply say to you, please introduce yourselves. That's your neighbor. And once you make that connection, we can start working on building out better, bigger and more cohesive neighborhoods. So this is about celebrating who each of us are, where we come from, not only where we come from, but what comes with us when we come, and how we can share that information with all of our neighbors.
Learning Through the Arts Day at the zoo, Wednesday, June the 21st. We want to make sure you all come out. Like, as you can see, it's going to be a fun family day. I mean, I love the fact that we're going to be representing over 8 different countries. Like
Yeah,
you're bringing all these different people together in one, and the kids get a chance to be exposed to crafts and fun. There's
absolutely.
going to be live music and belly dancing.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
like okay, I see the field you going for, Queen.
And I will tell you this, if you take the Route 46, we always put this is always a big thing. We're still putting the entertainment on the bus. So about 2 hours, there'll be live entertainment to get you there, to get you in the mood and get you ready so that when you
Stop
get off
playing.
that bus and put your foot and your family and your friends back into the zoo, you'll be prepped and ready to go. And then keep in mind, there's so much that the zoo has done in terms of adding new exhibits, and not only that, but taking in the animals from all over the globe. And one of the things that we're doing with World of Possibilities is that when you come in, you can get a passport. And the whole idea is to make sure you visit each country. They'll stamp your passport and bring it back at the end of that, when it's full, bring it back to our table, which will be on the Vine Street Plaza. And you can pick out a free prize and take one of our surveys. So, it's all very interactive. We want to make sure that you not only experience this, because the other thing that I need to mention is that all of our programs are based in social emotional learning. And what that simply means is the connectedness of people. Being isolated through COVID, we've lost contact I don't want to say we've lost contact, but we feel that we have been disconnected. We want to use this event to once again reconnect people. Families, friends, neighbors, colleagues, the whole 9 yards. This is a wonderful opportunity to do that.
So again, June the 21st, make sure you come out, bring the kids tickets. Tell us about the tickets again. And don't forget, don't park if you don't have to park. Park your car somewhere. Don't drive if you don't have to drive. You can ride the route for the Route 46 for 50 cents. Okay, 50 cents. You know you ain't seen that price in how long? Go ahead and take advantage.
It's 50 cents each way. It'll be available from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. But once you get there, your admission is $10 for adults, $5 for children. If you have a SNAP or EBT card, $6 for adults, $3 for children, and children 3 and under are free. And you can go out to cincinnatizoo.org and buy your tickets in advance now. Then you don't have to stand in line.
Thank you so much.
By all means, please consider riding the Route 46, 50 cents each way. And we're so grateful to all of our sponsors. I just want to give a big shout out and a big hug, to all of them. Kroger's new with us, P&G is new, Mercy Health and Children's Hospital, Cincinnati Herald, CUT-PBS, the Hale Foundation, Metro, of course, and of course the Cincinnati Zoo with all of their support. Fidelity Investments is new with us this year. So we are so excited to be able to bring this back online. And for all the folks who've stopped me across the city, yeah, we're back.
This is exciting. Make sure again, tell us how your website, where can we go? Are you all on social media if we want to learn more and connect and engage?
Absolutely. You can go to our website at Learning Through Art, and that's THROUGH, learningthroughart.com. And if you go on any of our social media platforms, we are blowing up social media right now. We are on Facebook under Learning Through Art. We are on Instagram under Learning Through Art, and we're on Twitter and LinkedIn, both. Learning Through Art. You will find us very easily. Please like us, follow us, and share all the information, because we look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the zoo so we can make sure our neighbors are meeting their neighbors to make a beautiful mosaic neighborhood.
Yes, thank you again, Miss Kathy. I'm so happy that we're back after 3 years. Come on.
Thank you, Ebony, Jay. This is great.
Yes, I appreciate you taking some time out and coming to talk to me. I hope you're going to enjoy your Juneteenth, and I look forward to seeing you on June the 21st.
Thank you so much. Let us know if you're coming by. We'll take care of it, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am. I appreciate you so much. And again, make sure you all head on over to Facebook and go and connect with Learning Through the Arts Incorporated. This is Community Conversations on 1230 The Buzz, your talk station, 101.1 The Wiz and 100.3 Cincy's R&B station. Hope you have a happy Juneteenth. Hope to see you at the Learning Through the Arts Day at the zoo. And if you would like to be a guest on Community Conversations, all you got to do is slide in my DMs at Miss Ebony J, or you can always shoot me an email, msebonyj at radio-1.com. See you next week.
Thank you.